I was just thinking about if you can't find the lesson, maybe you can find the pattern. And that brought me to the word self betrayal. What does self betrayal mean to you? For me, I started thinking about every single time that I had what one would define on the negative scale of emotions. Underneath it all, a lot of it is self betrayal or shame of self betrayal or fear of self betrayal. A lot of times when I get angry, that is a fear that if I give in or ignore what is happening with the situation, then I am betraying what's true for me. Even something as simple as somebody dying, that is completely out of my control. I have nothing to do with the situation, and yet there's still a sense of self betrayal there because you immediately think of all the times that you could have, should have, would have to be there for that person or just, have a better connection with someone. So self betrayal is a huge thing. Many times, if we're going against our intuition, then that starts in the emotion of self betrayal. Anytime we shrink smaller than our worth, that is self betrayal. Anytime we deny ourselves the confidence to say yes to an opportunity or an experience, that is self betrayal. Anytime we ignore our intuition for whatever reasons, sometimes it's for good reasons, sometimes we think that it's for our safety, and sometimes maybe our intuition, it takes practice to get to know if it's your intuition. I came across some journaling from about a year ago, and over, I just kept writing, is this my intuition? Are these trauma patterns repeating? Am I making this up? Am I self sabotaging what is a really good thing because I'm afraid I'm not used to it? Or, like, is my intuition really telling me things? And so every time I didn't listen to my intuition, that was an act of self betrayal. And even though I kept trying to address the situation was never addressed. It was always swept away and ignored. And that just kept eating at my self betrayal because that's not how I operate. Anytime you're keeping yourself in a job that you don't like, that's a form of self betrayal. Anytime maybe someone presents to you an opportunity that would be exciting and fun, and out of your social anxiety or fear to be able to perform or provide the service as they're requesting, not giving yourself the chance to experience that and see what you are capable of, that is also a form of self betrayal. And where does this self betrayal come from? I feel like it is a generational, ingrained form that has been passed down from generation to generation. And if you're alive on this planet right now, you're probably part of the solution for breaking these patterns of self betrayal. We no longer need self betrayal. At one point, maybe it was in our DNA to conform for the safety of being accepted by our tribes. If we didn't have community in tribes, that meant death back in certain times. And now that's not the case. Now you can exist solely never leaving your house. You can have things delivered to you. You can put on AI goggles and be on top of a mountain. Is it real nature? No. But the point is there's no reason for self-betrayal now. And that's how humanity is going to change, because we can see that and we can stand up for that. I feel like that's kind of all I have for this. So, cheers for now. I'm Deb. I like to share my experiences in this human world, hopefully helping you gain some hope and confidence in your human experience. Reach out, like, comment, follow, share. I'm here for it. The more that you're here for it, the more I'm going to be here for it. I'm trying to just show up every day. There's always times throughout my life where I pick something to show up for, and right now it's these videos. So here we are. Cheers.